Hey guys, so let's see if I can get through this story time without totally breaking down. So, as a lot of you guys know, I'm already gonna start. We had to say goodbye to our little star a week ago today. I'm recording this on Monday. So, Star was limping. So, we took her to the vet on the 24th of June. Okay, actually, hold on, back up to the weekend before. The weekend before that, the 24th of June was a Friday, so the weekend before, on Saturday, we took her to the boardwalk for a walk, just an average day. I think I posted pictures on Instagram, and the boardwalk is a little bit of a dip down to the ground, and she jumped off that because she had to poop, but we didn't know that's why she did it. We usually have her on leash for stuff like that, but we had the leash on her, but anyway, she kept slipping off of it, so she jumped off, and then she tried to pull herself back up, and we got her up, and then she jumped off again, because like I said, we didn't know she had to poop, and then she pulled herself back up, like she had to dig in and like try to get herself back up, so she was fine. We got down to the end, she had her poop, we were on the beach and stuff, we came back up. Everything was fine. We came home. We enjoyed the rest of the day. Sunday, we were laying in the bed. Everything seemed normal. And Mike went to kind of shove her over. Not like push her aggressively or anything. Just kind of nudge her over a little bit so he could have some room to lay down. And she yelped. And we thought, okay, like what's up with that? And then I just gently grabbed her here and I tried to, come on, Star, just move over, and just like, I didn't push on her face, but I just, just gently nudged her again to try to get her to move over to let Mike on the bed, and she yelped again. And I said, okay, I don't know what that's all about, so she eventually moved over, and she didn't seem like she was in any pain or anything anymore, so we didn't think anything of it. And Tuesday, Mike had her outside, and there was a bunch of birds out in the yard. And she went chasing after the birds, because Star likes to chase the birds. She's just being a dog. And then she started limping. So she injured that same leg a couple of years ago in the winter time when she was running in the driveway. And I think she ran into like a pothole in the driveway and hurt herself. But she recovered within 3 days. Anyway, she started this limping thing again. And I said to Mike, like, we're going to take her to the vet. We're going to make a vet appointment. So we made a vet appointment. Brings us up to the 24th, which was on a Friday. We brought her in. She was hopping on that leg still. The vet examined her, said it was her ACL, like the ligament in her knee. She didn't know if it was completely ruptured or not. We had to bring her back in for x-rays, like a week later or whatever. She couldn't do them that day because I guess they were closing or whatever, because I wouldn't have cared. I would have got the x-rays that day if I had to. Anyway, she gave her some pain medication, told us to give it a double dose on the first day and give her a dose every day afterwards. Sorry, Mike came in and I don't want to talk about it with him or and get him upset again too. So anyway, she said to give her a double dose and then a regular dose every day afterwards, 24 hours after. So we did. And Saturday she got up and she was starting to put weight on her leg and doing good and everything. And she tried to come up the stairs. We have stairs. I think I've showed you guys that to get up and down. Okay, Mike's coming. So she tried to come up the steps a few times coming up to our apartment, and she slipped a couple of times that day. So Mike started carrying her up again because he's been carrying her up and down all week that week. Sunday morning, the cats wouldn't leave us alone. They were driving us up the wall, especially Tigger. And I heard Star moving around on the floor, but I didn't think anything of it because sometimes if it's hot out, she'll get on the floor. I came out on the couch because the cats were bugging me. Next thing you know, Mike comes out carrying Star. He said she couldn't move. I was like, what do you mean she can't move? I had a clip on Instagram, but I deleted it from my phone since because I can't look at any of those bad memory things of her. He carried her down the steps to take her out to pee, and it was like she was paralyzed on her lower end. She just basically fell over. We thought we might have dosed her too much with her medicine. I was asking around to everybody. I called the vet 3 times that day because I wanted to take her in for an emergency visit, and they kept, putting me off. I talked to a friend here. Mike's coming again and I have to stop.
Tide to go.
So I talked to a friend here on, social media, Lisa. And she works for a vet, and she told me that it could be IVDD, which is like spinal disorder. And we were paranoid. We thought her kidneys were failing. We put her in a little basket and let her lay down. Hi guys, I tried several times making this, and I'm having a hard time, so I'm going to continue on. So it's only been a few seconds for you guys. I'll explain why I'm laying down in the bed in a minute. But, okay, we put her in the basket. We let her stay there for the day. And I kept calling the vet, and they would not come in on Sunday. I finally called them at 11:30 at night. And they said that because we thought it might have been her kidneys, we kept taking her outside, and we were supporting her with a towel to try to get her to use the bathroom, and she wouldn't go. So we called at 11:30, and they said if it was her kidneys, the best they could do if they came in was to give her fluids. It was best to wait for the morning to take her in to see the vet. So I had a really hard night that night. I kept listening for her breathing, and there's a couple times that her breathing was heavy, but then there was a couple times that it got low, and I had to check on her because I was scared she was gone. So, I'm sorry, I'm going to get emotional. It's still hard. Okay. So, Monday morning, we called the vet first thing, and he asked if we could be in there for 9 o'clock. And we said we're on our way, because at this point it was 8:30 in the morning. And we took her in, and he took her in the room. And then he came out and sat on the floor in front of us and told us that Star was really sick. And the most humane thing to do for her was to put her down. Mike said it before the vet said it. So, she did have a disc that was in her spine that dislocated, and I think it happened when she was at the boardwalk that day. I honestly do, and I think it just got worse over time. So, we asked if we could see her. And the hardest thing, I went in, and I crawled on the floor in her urine. I didn't care. And I kissed her, and I told her that it's gonna be okay, and she could go play with Cassie now. The worst thing about it was she was so alert and alive, and the vet said that she easily would have gave us another 6 to 8 years. Her heart and her mind and everything, but her little body gave out on her. And they wouldn't let us stay with her while they put her to sleep, so we had to leave her, and that made me feel worse because I figured she'd be scared. So we waited outside for about 45 minutes. Oh, when I was crawling on the floor in her pee and crying and saying goodbye to her, the vet started crying. The vet himself, he started crying. That he was a very compassionate man. So, like I said, we went outside and we waited about 45 minutes. And then he brought out the body. And I got the same guy that dug the hole for Cassie to dig a hole next to Cassie for Star. Mike tried to pay him and he waved Mike's hand away. He didn't want the money. So she's in a Montreal blanket that she used to lay on all the time. And she has her ball and her cow that Jacqueline gave her in with her. My heart's broken. So, if you follow me on Instagram, you guys probably know that we have Odie back with us. We waited a couple weeks. Mike's daughter was going to get us a puppy, but I can't do that to Star, to her memory. But I figured it was okay to bring Odie back because Odie was here with Star, and the only reason why we didn't keep Odie is because we didn't know if we could have 2 dogs or not. And I work 40 to 44 hours a week. And I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time breathing. I work 40 to 44 hours a week, and Mike, he was lost. He was going to sleep all the time on the couch, and he was falling into depression, so his daughter said we could take Odie back, and Mike needed that. He didn't admit it at first, but he needed it. So it's not to replace Star, it's just he's making us feel a little bit better, but I still miss Star every day. Everywhere I look in this apartment, I see her little face. I can't thank all of you guys enough for the condolences and everything. As to why I'm laying in bed and having a hard time breathing, this past Saturday I was cleaning our bathtub and my hand slipped and I fell and knocked my side into the tub, and I'm pretty sure I bruised my ribs. I didn't go to the doctors because there's not really anything a doctor can do for a rib injury. They don't even bandage it or anything. You just basically have to ice it and don't lift anything heavy and take care of it. So I've been nursing that the best that I can. I think I'm supposed to, it hurts to cough and stuff. And it just hurt there when I was crying. I had a hard time breathing, so I gotta stop. It's on my right side, under my breast. Sorry if that's TMI, but... So anyway, I thought I'd give you guys that little update. I'm sorry, because I still can't. It's been a couple weeks, and it's going to take a long time. So, I'm healing emotionally and physically. So I hope you guys are all doing well. I'll try to get back to regular vlogging soon. It's just with my injury and with Star, and I haven't been feeling it. And I haven't really been going anywhere because I have a step on the side of my house, as you guys know, which they finally fixed. And I have to use this hand on this side to like kind of hold onto the rail and pull myself up, so it's hard for me to go in and out of the house right now. So anyway, I hope you guys are all doing well, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye everyone.